to keep this one going. And it will be Egypt to get the first one. Well, down the lane now, finds the big man already. Charging cool against Assad Marai. And that isn't the start that he just wanted. Lahiani there, playing for Monastir this season last season in the Basketball Africa League, but also went to the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, losing emphatically in the semifinal to Lenovo Tenerife. Assad Marai, we should have no arguments with that call whatsoever. Michael Roll, one of the best shooters you'll find here in Europe, goes down the middle of the pump fake. And again, they almost turn it over. Just a little bit too casual with the ball. Tunisia need to be a little bit more assertive. Every penetration must count. Look for the opening now, throws down. Goes in, Lahiani tries to go for the fadeaway, can't get it. Now they would try to push again. Assad Marai looking for options, posting up, nowhere to go. Egypt trying to break the defense down. In the lane now, finds Marai, and he'll go to the fouls on the ground, so no free throws here for the big man. When you see Tunisia, what they're going to struggle with is the quickness from the Egyptian backcourt. And also with the size for that matter as well. I mean, Assad Marai is one of the best post players you're going to find here in the Africas. They go for a quick three. Three is up, no good. Egypt have gone with a big lineup as Anas, the former Louisville player. They played for Zamalek when they won the Basketball Africa League 2 seasons ago. And he makes that one, getting the first 2 points of the game. Tunisia now need to look at themselves and think about the future because, you know, this generation, it has been a bit of a wake-up call for them. So many seasons dominating the FIBA AfroBasket. You can see the fadeaway going out of bounds. It's a beautiful move by Omar Obada. Obada is part of this golden generation here for the Tunisians. But if they don't qualify for the FIBA World Cup, they got to think about developing for the future. Which stars are going to lead them? Lahiani with a rebound. Lahiani going a little teardrop left hand, can't get it. Assad Marai secures a rebound, and now Egypt will try to pile the pressure on. Every possession counting here. Egypt want to get over the final hurdle, want to get over the final finish line, want to get to Japan, Indonesia, and the Philippines, but they're at the moment. Again, the follow-up by Anas, the big man, getting back-to-back points here for the Egyptians. Another turnover. Egypt piling on the pressure on defense against Tunisia. Tunisia choking under intense pressure. Again, just need to take care of the ball effectively. Well, that's a poor screen set there. Again, they got to be a lot more smart when dealing with this. Can't be giving away any silly fouls like that. Well, Obada gets called for the foul. Egypt need to make sure they find ways to break the defense down, find those openings. There's the post-up. Marai gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That's going to be the third team foul here, and Tunisia cannot afford to get the switches on defense. I mean, Omar Obada cannot be left isolated against either Assad Marai or Anas. Right there, I mean, somebody's got to come down and double team right away. But if you're Egypt, you got to keep going to that pick and roll action. Keep getting the big man isolated against the mismatches in the low block. Maybe Tunisia, you might as well foul him because, as the great Rasheed Wallace used to say, the ball don't lie. We've had some good years in the Basketball Champions League with Mehdi Bayreuth in Germany and also with Pinata Koscielny. But misses the second free throw, goes out of bounds. That's going to be Egypt ball on the baseline. Well, Egypt now again trying to break this down, finding a Marai under the basket. And Marai now kicking this one out. Had a good focus there on the Tunisian defense, trying to make sure they're in the right position, of course, but now they can tie the game up, trailing by just one possession. Suffocating defense. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Well, Michael Roll, trying to say it came off the Egyptian player. Not in a million years it came off of Roll's foot. That just rolled off his foot. Egypt now another chance. And Nas looking to take this one down the middle. Pulls over, they go for a three. Three is up, three is no good. Another offensive rebound battling. Got to go up with it. Gets fouled, he'll go back to the free throw line. Maybe that's going to be the game plan here for Tunisia. If they can't battle with the rebounds, send a Marai to the free throw line. Well, you got to keep the big man off the boards. I mean, he's not the best free throw shooter, but you can't just start picking up foul after foul. They can't just start treating him like he's Shaquille O'Neal and hack the shack. They got to somehow find a way to stop Egypt getting so many second chance opportunities. Again, the free throw struggles for Marai still continue. Well, 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. Egypt, only 2 field goals to Marai. Well, 5 rebounds already. He has 5 more. He has 1 less rebound than the total combined points here between both these two teams. And he's going to get another free throw, I think, for an early entry. Well, 0 for 3 from the free throw line already. No points. As you mentioned, 5 rebounds yet. But still struggles from the charity stripe. Roy Rana looking on as one of the best players. Really struggling, and maybe that's going to be the game plan here for Tunisia tonight. Foul Marai when he gets it. Michael Roll running off a few screens with Ben Ranjane. Fakes it down. There's a penetration, pulls up in the mid-range. Again, just gets it to rattle in. And Tunisia tying the game up, trying to delay Egypt's qualification. Remember, if Egypt win, they go to the World Cup. And where was the help side defense? But it wasn't needed. Marai trying to save it. Well, Tunisia's defense fell asleep, but Egypt failing to capitalize. Roll now, coming off one screen. He can make these, takes a dagger, can't get it. And only 8 points scored here in the first 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Zanas looking for a handoff. Egypt try another 3. 3 is up, still no good. Marai battling for the offensive rebound, can't get it. Both teams now with only 2 field goals. Just trying to break each other down here. Tunisia with already 14 fouls. Ben Ranjane, Carrega, Benfica, as you would say this season, when playing for the Portuguese Giants in the Basketball Champions League. Ben Ranjane doing what he does on a weekly basis in Lisbon. Nas tries the 3, and again, Egypt can't get anything going for the field, but the defense trying to make things happen. 4:46 to go here in the first quarter. Tunisia with a 2-point lead now. Starting to build some confidence. Sobada. Pump fakes. This time does take the three. Puts it up. Front eye. Can't get it. Egypt unable to get any transition points here. They go for another three. Three is up again. And again, it's way off the mark. Now Michael Roll, he'll try a triple in transition. Again, both teams firing at will. And Ramjani draws the foul. And it's going to be the second team foul against Egypt. It's on the floor. So it's going to be a baseline possession here to the Tunisians. Ramjani probably should have identified he was wide open. Well, goes for the three. The Benfica man nails it. Oh, glorioso. All of a sudden, Carrega Benfica. And Ramjani bringing the Portuguese spectaculars. Anas there makes a cut to the basket. And that's much better from Egypt. More fluidity in their offense. Michael Roll pulls up, and the transition defense gets punished. Both teams just trying to fire the ball as much as possible here on the fast break. Walid Ali now into the game. Roy Rana trying to stretch his bench. Well, can they get the first three? Three is up, still no good for the Egyptians. Well, every missed attempt here from Egypt builds confidence for Tunisia. But there you can see Roll throws it away. That's a costly turnover, and that's going to be possession back to Egypt. Five-point ball game. Tunisia trying to set some daylight here, but again, making as many turnovers as Egypt. Egypt feel like they're on the lines to the airlines, excuse me, on the phone to the airlines right now with a long phone call helped on a delay. They know that a win will book the tickets. Abada fakes it under the basket, reverse, can't get it. Gets his own rebound, gets fouled, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on Egypt's number 8 safe. Again, free throws will be key in this game. As Tunisia just stepping up to make the first one. Well, Wasif Nani at the free throw line. Misses the second one now. Still a 6-point lead to the Tunisians. Egypt with only one more foul to give here in the first 3 minutes. Finds the opening now, much better. Goes all the way to the bucket. That's much stronger. Egypt, that's the kind of DNA they got to play with if they want to win here tonight, if they want to book themselves to the FIBA World Cup. Well, they have to be more aggressive. Ramjani now trying to put the ball on the floor. Roll looking to step back, heavily defended. Well, great defense by Ehab Salah. Then Ramjani again doesn't get it. And now Egypt can chip into the deficit. It was Ramjani trying to put his hands in the passing lane, try to go for the interception. Couldn't get that one. Post up here against Bam Ramjani, trying to fake the pass. Samurai spinning around, kick out. Can they get the three? Three is up, still can't get it. Offensive rebound, gets rejected. Well, Ramjani with the foul. Well, no, the foul is on Michael Roll. It's gonna be 2 free throws again to Egypt. And here's a problem Tunisia is gonna have, is trying to get the rebounds away from players such as Safe, and not to mention the likes of a Samurai. So Amin will go to the free throw. Amin, maybe a bit of a delayed reaction there, but nonetheless, he is going to the free throw line. Makes them both, cutting it down to a 2-point ball game. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Egypt getting closer and closer to Tunisia. Well, Roll getting a handoff now. Trying to attack the gaps here against Egypt. 7 on the shot clock here for Michael Roll. Crossover, hesitation, middle, down the lane. Beautifully executed right at the end of the shot clock. Well, Michael Roll with the facilitation. Mefnani with the finish. Well, trying to take a gamble there, couldn't get it. Under a minute and a half to go. Splits the defense. Teardrop in the lane, beautifully tucked away. And Egypt now starting to find a bit more rhythm, a little bit more swag in their offense. Still down by 1 possession. Mabada tries to go off the backboard, count it, and he's going to the free throw line for the 3-point play. Well, Mabada, one of the key players for Tunisia in their championship back-to-backs. FIBA Afrobasket with a little kiss of death off the backboard. Well, just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Tunisia still leading by 4 points. Tries to cross court now, looking to go baseline. Safe, nowhere to go. 10 of the shot clock here for Egypt. Now it's down to 6. We gotta get a shot off. 3 is up. No good, but another offensive rebound. We gotta go up with it. Tries to go down the middle, goes in with the Iceman. Finger roll, and it counts. Why did they call an offensive foul? No, they called the M1. Well, I think they call a... Actually, they've overturned it now, so... Team control foul, but... No, I think it actually counts. And this is a... I think when the ball left, there's something gone. Maybe, I don't know what's been called here. This is a very interesting one. Well, Sam Marai's lining up, so it doesn't appear to be a technical of anything like that, but I think a charge is cool, but a team control foul, I believe. Maybe there was a foul off the ball that's been called, maybe. So there is a lineup here from the Egyptians. Well, Tunisia is still leading by 3 points. Missed the free throw again. You got to take advantage of every opportunity you can get to the free throw line. Missed them both. Well, that would have been a potential 2-for-1 for Tunisia, but they weren't able to capitalize. Well, Nas now looking for the dump down. Good ball movement. Can they finally get the 3? Yes, they can. The assist coming from Assem Marai. Tying the game up at 17 apiece. Well, what beautiful ball movement from the Egyptians. The shot clock has been turned off. Tunisia trying to go for the final possession. Abada down low. Fadeaway can't get now. Egypt's got 1 second left. Gonna force it up. It's up. It hits the backboard. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, we're all tied at 17 apiece. Egypt maybe 3/4 way for qualifying for the FIBA World Cup. But will Tunisia have something to say about that? We'll find out momentarily.
And there is the first quarter stats, 60%, pretty even across the board. That it is shown with the score, 17 apiece. And pretty up and down action from both teams. And here are the best plays of the first quarter. And some real nice ball movement from Egypt. Tunisia really sucking in the paint and making it very difficult for Egypt to finish around the paint. They're doubling, sometimes even tripling, so they're having to dish the ball out. But here's some nice jump shots from Tunisia. So we're getting ready for second quarter action as we get to see these last few thrilling highlights. And in this group, everything to play for. 17 spots have already been signed and delivered to go to the World Cup in Indonesia, Philippines and Japan. And there is still a few more spots, 15 spots. 32 teams will go to the World Cup, and 2 of the top teams in the 2 African nation groups left, and then the best of the 3rd. But go ahead and you can find out all that information. Scan that QR code, download the app for Courtside 1891, and you can keep up with all the games. There is a lot of action over this weekend in the African side. There is a game every single day, so it's going to be a tough weekend for these teams. Anyway, Tunisia now in white with the ball. First part of the second quarter. Nice drive, kicks it out for the 3. Can he make it? And a good box out from Abdul Halim, or Gandhi as his shirt says on his back. Egypt now taking their time, getting the ball in. Big man down low. Good ball movement from Egypt. Goes back into the corner. And unfortunate. His foot is out of bounds. Referee all over it. Tunisia's ball now. Let's see if they can get their first points of the second quarter. Wide open, can they get it going? They do. No, rolls off of the rim. And Egypt off to the races. Beautiful left hand layup. Comes Tunisia, some strong screens, shoots the ball, looking for the foul. Yanis gets the rebound. Strikes up for the 3, and beautiful, nothing but net. Splash, and that's the excitement that Egypt needed. Timeout, Tunisia. Tunisia have seen enough. They haven't scored in this first few minutes. They've stopped the bleeding, and they want to talk about it. We'll see if we can listen in to the timeout.
To his right, stays on his left. When he goes like this, send him to his right. Ball head guy. Lefty who shoot. Okay? let's play fist down, whatever. If you can run the fist down, the cut must be sharp to get open, and keep running the play and keep running the continuity. Or fist, bring the Makram up with the cross pick here, feed inside, and just find the open thing. But the key is everybody participate. Come on now, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, there you have it, Coach Jake Oman from Tunisia getting his guys in order. He took the timeout. He said, hey, that little bald guy right there is killing us from the three-point line, Abdul Halim, so make sure you stop him. That's very, very important. But also, that was a fantastic stat that came up. 21 total rebounds for Egypt. If Tunisia want to start cracking away at this lead, they need to box out and also get extra possessions on the offensive glass. Anyway, here they come. Let's see what they can get out of the timeout. Back down, trying to get something. 8 seconds on the clock. They get the 3. And a foul. Good rebound. Ben Roman there. Really lovely work by him. That's exactly what Tunisia need. Extra possessions. And some subs will come in for both teams. Khalif, number 22 for Egypt. And Ademi for Tunisia, number 32, yeah, on the free throw line there, warming up his knees. Ball's inbound. They go back to this low post. Double teamed. Can he get the roll? Yes, he can. Beautiful finish. And Roman, well done. Good answer. That's 7 points from him now. 2 from 2. 100%. Lovely percentage. Good solid defense here by Tunisia. Egypt go to the pick and roll. They're looking for something. Time's running down. They've got 1 second. Does he know? They don't. And Tunisia get the defensive stop. Fantastic offense. And then a good defensive possession for them. A full court press by Egypt, but nothing Tunisia is worried about. Omar passes it down. Big fella, nice reverse, misses it. He's got to finish that around the rim. Solé looks for the 3, long range, hits the back of the rim. Good rebound. And a foul. Lovely rebounding work by the Egyptians. Look at this. Everyone's on the boards, and they just come in and foul. Egypt have got the ball here, and another foul has been called. I feel like both teams need to answer and kind of adjust to the refereeing. The referees have called their whistle early and often, so they need to adjust. So another 14 seconds. The shot clock has reset to 14. Down low, big man probing, moving the ball well. Egypt, they've got 7 seconds. They've got enough time. Nice behind the back. He's open, thinks about it and makes it. Omen, lovely. Solé, well done. He should have maybe shot it earlier, but either way, makes the 15-footer. And a beautiful leaning layup, well answered by that man there, Ben Roman. Egypt swinging the ball, misses the three, and here come Tunisia, transition. Good job, Egypt, getting back on the defensive end, but wide open layup and a foul. Omar there, lovely layup. Little confusion, but the right decision. Put his head down, look at this, puts his head down, gets to the rim, and gets hit on the way. And so he will go to the free throw line. Mohammed there with a foul. So he will go to the bench. Makes the first. Takes his time and makes the second. Lovely shot by Omar. 7 points for him now. Egypt, three-pointer rattles in and out. Tunisia with the rebound. Egypt's doing a wonderful job getting back on defense. Nothing easy for Tunisia. They're moving the ball well, though. And lovely, yet again. Beautiful steps, leaning, and lovely finish by Ben Roman. They haven't found an answer to stop him yet. Really like his style. Egypt taking their time, get the jump shot. Oh, lovely jump shot. That is beautiful basketball. Solé really getting into his groove now. Wow, way to float and fly through the air and finish at the rim. That's Michael Rowe. He had 10 points the last time these two teams played each other. It's been a long, long road to get to this last phase in this window. These teams played each other in August in 2022, and Egypt won 67-61. So that was another close game. And right now, with Egypt with 6 turnovers in this first half, yet again, we're seeing a very close game. So they need to look after the ball. 1 point game here. And a lot of numbers swarming Tunisians on the floor. And wow, people are sacrificing their body. Who comes up with the ball? The ball's still loose. And the referee says Tunisia's ball. Incredible work from both teams diving on the floor. And Mr. Diallo from Mali says, that way, Tunisia's ball. Well, the floor cleaners just come and cleaned up some sweat and perspiration, and we're ready to roll again. Tunisia asking for the pick and roll. Michael Rowe moving the ball very well. We've got 7 seconds, as Michael knows. He's got to put the ball up, gets a pump fake, puts it up, takes his time, and it rattles in and out. Big rebound by Egypt. Here they come. Robbie here taking his time at the top of the key, number 50. And they line up a three-point shot, and there's a foul underneath the basket, I think. Egypt will take the ball out of bounds. 14 seconds, new fresh shot clock. And they line up another three. They're not afraid to shoot the three. And off of Tunisia. Okay, Roll with the ball now. Probes. Has a man wide open, but goes in the corner. Gets the ball back, sets his feet, big rebound. Egypt now, I would like them to maybe go for a two, maybe put some pressure on the referees. They've kind of settled for the three-point shot. There we go, go down low to the big man. And there it is, just what the doctor ordered. Egypt is shooting 2 from 17 from the three-point strike. That's 11.7%. It's a lot of three-point shots that they're not making. Like I said, go down low, get a better percentage shot from 2, where Tunisia is 1 from 9 from the three-point land. So both teams not really shooting very well. And it's 27-27. Now Tunisia is over the strike. So you see those 5 red lights, excuse me, under their score. That means they are in team fouls. So for this next 3 minutes and 2 seconds, anytime Tunisia fouls Egypt, they will go to the free throw line. So Egypt needs to be aggressive. They need to put their head down, go to the rim, force the referees to call some fouls and get some easy shots at the free throw line. Michael Roll now with the ball, brings it up, sets the offense. Roll yet again, has the ball. Wide open shot, but they don't. Down the middle. Lovely moving, drive. Hani is a little upset that he didn't finish that, but gets fouled. Or have they, or have they called a charge? Excuse me. Nope, the referees will go have an official review. And at home, we are fortunate enough to get to see what they get to watch and replay. And maybe they're looking at an action or a strike to the head, which they can review. Let's have a look. Or what type of foul? Is it a play at the ball? Let's have a look. I thought that was quite up and down. There was no malicious contact to the face. Let's have a look what referee from Latvia, Andreas, calls. And he calls a charge. That's what they were reviewing. So what a turn of events. We thought Tunisia was going to the free throw line, but instead Egypt have come out with a big defensive stop. Here we go. Egypt now to answer. Little mishap, and they've called a foul on Roll. So that means, yep, he'll go, Gandhi will go to the free throw line. Abdul Halim, here he is. Just gets bumped there. A little bit of a cheap one and silly from Michael, because what could he do from that far out? And you're in the penalty. So with that silly foul, he goes to the free throw line and scores. So you know he's a little bit disappointed with that. And the lefty shoots his second free throws, 2 from 2 from that line. And timeout. Egypt want to set their defense. We'll see if we can get a camera and microphone and see if we can listen in and have a chance to see what Coach Roy has to say to his team.
Pressure middle, sideline middle. We're not really looking to trap, right? Clock back to the 23. Know where the shooters are. Okay. Stick hands. We got to go rebound. Next trip down the floor, guys.
There's a non-shooter on the floor.
Next trip down the floor. Next trip down the floor, guys. Let's go horns and try to get a punch to the middle. Okay. And if it breaks down, then we can go get action. All right. Okay. All right. Got it. But if we go get action, I want you low, and Anas, I want you in the get. All right.
You want Omar low there or out?
No, I want him to play the dunker. Well, actually, you can space up.
Well, there you have it. Roy has set what he would like his team to play, a get action, so probably maybe a pick and roll or some sort of quick movement. And yeah, I think if they can come out and answer and get a score here and just be on top going into halftime and just maybe break open the lead. And he also talked about, Coach Roy, this little full court press here. Talked about trapping. So here you see Egypt with a full court press. Let's see if Tunisia can break it. I think this press is just to slow them down. And they might turn over the ball. They have. Here they go. And no, referee has said leg has kicked out and offensive foul. Look, Michael Rowe turns over the ball. They get exactly what they want, and he kicks out with that leg and hits into a place that might be a little bit sore tomorrow. But right decision by the referee and calls a offensive foul. Okay, so Tunisia gets away with one because they just turned over the ball. Rowe needs to look up after the ball just a little bit better. Here he comes. 2-3 zone here by Egypt. Again, easy pull up. And the rebound is good. So pretty good defense by the Egyptians. They set a horns action now. Moving the ball, looking to go inside. Decides not to. Mohamed passes, gets it back and rocks the rim. Fantastic finish. Yes. Mohamed, look at this. Wide open. Shakes it and slaps it. Lovely move by the big man. Definitely worth a high five, and a timeout has been called. And we'll try and listen in once again. 1 minute and 38 seconds left in this second quarter. Tunisia is over the limit. You see there all 5 red lights under their score. Let's listen in to see what coach.
Don't forget the zone offense. Cross court, pass, first cut, second cut, pass, overload. Okay? You bring the ball up court. After that, find him and you go to corner for the overload. Okay? Okay. Believe it. Come to shoot. When you shoot, you believe. You must believe it. Haydi, let's go.
Well, I love that. Coach Jake Oman says to Joadi, says, hey, you must believe it. You must know, will it in every time you shoot your shot. And he says, yes, coach, that is a lovely thing to hear from your coach, that he trusts in you. So let's see if number 9, Joadi, can take some of that confidence from his coach. Jake, here comes his press again. They managed to turn him over last time, but Tunisia then breaks it and they drop back into a 2-3 zone for Egypt. Not scored in a while. Tunisia has a cutter. Michael looks, they move the ball. Got 2 seconds and they get a foul. Lovely move by him, and literally right on the buzzer, because it was about to be a shot clock violation. Ben Roman and the referees will come together. They're also a team on the floor. They'll have a quick conversation. Nice little dump off pass and a fake. There was 4 defenders around that, and they're saying, hey, I didn't foul. But Diallo, referee from Mali, I think he had a good clear shot here from the close, I guess it would be the right-hand side of the screen. So first bucket in a while is a free throw. And 1 from 2, and the referee says Egypt came in too early. Ben Merman will get another shot at the free throw. Let's see if he can make this second one. He sure does, rattles it in, and it makes it a 3-point game. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. Egypt now, little handoff into the pick and roll. They like this action. Beautiful fake, moves the ball. And they've got a low player underneath, but they trap him, they steal the ball. Beautiful defense. Dami stole that ball and now gets the rebound again. They decide not to shoot the 3 and use the majority of this shot clock of 7 seconds. Now they need to think about shooting it. They do, they get the 3 in the corner, miss. And big rebound by the big fella. It's got handles too. Don't know if it's right if I can call him a big fella, but post players have ball handling skills these days at this level. It was Anis Mohamed. And the 3 looks good. Fantastic hit. And a long throw out. Can they finish right on time? And an answer back. Wow, what a mishap really from Egypt. They score a big, big 3. Fall asleep, and Tunisia answer right back with a baseball pass. Look at this. Hits the 3. 6 seconds, and we didn't see it, but boom, right into his hands and answers right back. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First half action is in the books. Tunisia 31. Live games action. And talking about live game action, welcome back to the second half of Tunisia versus Egypt here. Tunisia in white and Egypt start the second half in red. Solé moves the ball on, and a missed shot, maybe just not warmed up enough. We had a delay in the game. Michael Rowe now with the ball. Nice little handoff. And just kind of a mishap of handle there. Yeah, just slipped out of his hands. Ben Roman, excuse me. Egypt. Sole gets to the rim and fouls it, and one no, and a roly-poly to finish. And is a little bit shaken up. Let's have a look. Yeah. Foul, big slap down, easy to call. And don't know if that was a play at the ball. But glad to see him getting back up, and we'll walk to the free throw line. And actually the referees are going to review, like I said, official review, because that wasn't a play at the ball in my opinion. He slapped down at his face and his body. If you make a basketball play, and we'll get to see the replay, let's have a look. Look, it's a big action. It's a hit to the neck first, one slap with the left hand. Look, 1 at 2. So yes, Egypt asks for intentional foul. You can see them holding their arm up. Look at this. There's 2 hands on the body. I'll be very surprised if this isn't upgraded. And we get the lovely chance to see it on replay. Rewound, fast forward over and over again just to double check. That's exactly what the referees are looking at. We get to watch, and let's see what they call. Yes, upgraded. Correct. Well done, referees. They have the choice to have a look at the replay, and that is the right decision. Silly foul by Demi. So he put a foul on him, but Saleh misses the first. He had such a good first half. Let's see if he can make the second. He does, nothing but net. They also receive the ball back when it's a intentional foul. You get 2 free throws and the ball back. Here comes Wale. They go inside. They have the big man. He takes his time, finishes with the right. Lovely finish. Egypt right on time. They're up 7. Adari with the finish and the good defensive hands here. Nice steps, loops, gets the rebound. Here come Egypt. They've got numbers, steps back for the 3. Can he hit it? No, but they get the rebound. And they reset. And Tunisia playing this kind of and some crazy action there, but 2 points. 11 from 17 for Egypt and 11 from 23 for Tunisia. Here we go, tries to get for the back door. They've got 6 on the clock. Do they know? They do. They throw up the 3. They make the 3. Beautiful finish. And with the time running out, that man there, Solé, who was incredible in the first, screams and shouts and puts his team up 10. Shooting 19% now, 4 from 21. And an answer right back, right on time. Ben Roman with that dunk. He's played well also in the first. Egypt, little pop shot, hits the back of the iron. Mandari with that. I think he just hit it out of bounds. "14 seconds. They have a lot of time out of bounds. 14 offensive rebounds. I did say that was the difference in the game as a foul is called by the referee from Latvia. Called an offensive foul. I did say that was the biggest stat, was the rebounding game here. Look, we get a good look at that moving screen. The lead just starting to break away now in this third. Tunisia need to make sure they get a good answer down on this offensive end, as it's an 8-point game and they do not want it to get any bigger. Roll with the ball. Rejects the screen, comes off of the screen. Goes inside. Probes, big man, finishes, got his time. Had plenty of time, but good defense by Egypt. Sent a fair few men over. Soleil moves the ball to the corner, 3-point shots up, and finally Egypt is starting to see the ball go in the rim. And a lovely finish, that's their 5th 3-pointer now. Matt Wali, there you see him, lines it up. Beautiful, wide open in the corner. Timeout, Tunisia. They want to talk about it. They've seen enough.
There is an open man. Just play and pass the ball, okay, to the open man. Let's go.
4 offensive rebounds for Tunisia. It's just not going to cut it. The rebounding game is absolutely getting destroyed on both ends by Egypt, sending multiple men to the boards to rebound, and they're doing a wonderful job. But 4 offensive rebounds for Tunisia. If they want to start to chip away at this lead, they need extra possessions and sending guys to rebound the ball. Here comes this little press again. They just like to slow Tunisia down, and they've caused the turnover. It's not even that strong of a full court press, in my opinion. They're not trapping, but Tunisia are just absolutely choking the ball up, giving up the ball, and they've managed to get away with one. Roll with the ball now, set himself up for the 3. Beautiful, lovely rotation on Roll's shot. Nice back cut. And a steal. Lovely rotation on the defensive end by Tunisia. Can they answer to cut back in to this lead? 4 steals for Tunisia now. Go inside to the big man. He's been successful, and one. Ben Roman. Lovely move by him. That's exactly what you need. Go inside. Nobody's stopped him yet. Slaps him on the wrist. Finishes at the rim. Fantastic job by the bearded man. Look at that. That beard is very well groomed. And he will make his way to the free throw line for his and one. Kind of shot that pretty quickly and back rimmed it, but Tunisia comes back out for the rebounding. That's exactly what they needed. I spoke about their rebound, and they get another rebound. And a wild shot. A crazy shot, really. And Michael Rowe is absolutely so so upset with himself. Let's have a look. He kind of slaps down. He does. That is a foul. It's a perfect angle. Thank you, cameraman, to get a good look at that foul, and referees are all over it. And that's Michael Rowe's third foul, so he needs to be careful. Egypt now move on the ball. They look for the man inside. They don't get it. Samir Saeed is trying to get the ball, but they get a running hook. And Abdel Halim also gets a rebound. See what I mean? Egypt are so relentless on the boards as they have a lovely float and misses it, but then again gets another rebound. I told you, rebounding machine. Tunisia need to box out. And Tunisia does have the last hand on it, so it will go back to Egypt. It's just a 6-point game, but if they can't get these rebounds, it's going to be a long, long day. There you go, offensive rebounds. Thank you very much. 17 rebounds to just Tunisia's 6. Not good enough, in my opinion. They've got to get the rebound. Go inside. And a lovely finish, and one. Beautiful, and that is a recipe for disaster for Tunisia. They let Egypt rebound the ball over and over it again. And one, down low. Beautiful finish. And I love the energy from the boys there. Beautiful energy, lovely finish, and well deserved. Not sure what's going on. Andari was ready for his and one free throw, but referees, I think, maybe giving a warning. Maybe giving a warning to number 12, Ben Roman, maybe talking a little bit too much. Andari will rattle that one home. Beautiful three-point play. 7 points for him now. Tunisia, Michael Rowe crosses over, brings the two-man team, passes out, beautiful ball movement. 10 seconds on the clock and just can't finish. And Egypt get a rebound. Solé, lovely finish around the rim. Can finish with both hands. There we see him finish with the left. And they line up a three-point shot. Maybe a bit too early. But hopefully if they can make a few of those threes, they can break into this lead. Egypt going to turn over the ball. They do, but they get the ball back. And I think that just kind of explains the type of night Egypt is having. They're just relentless on the boards. And look, yet again, another rebound, big down low. And he just flexes his muscles. Mandari, beautiful play by him, sir. You go ahead and flex those muscles, because that is well deserved. Absolutely working the balls. Look at this, grabs the ball. They slap, they push him around, it doesn't matter, because he's got the rebound. Well, Solé will take a well-deserved break. And Shahadi Head will come in, number 13. Makes the first. And wait, one more. Referees are saying, no, I think he went over the free throw line, so he'll get some well-earned rest as another sub will come in. And the rebounding game for me, Tunisia only has 6 offensive rebounds, where Egypt has 19. I think that really is the game when you start to look and pick it apart, where Tunisia could be a little bit better. It's wide open, they're second guessing themselves. Michael Rose having to put up a shot, and they finally make a 3. Good answer by Omar, he needed that one. Back into this 2-3, no, 1-2, kind of like a man-to-man kind of zone, but they're leaving Egypt wide open, but it doesn't matter because you know what? Even if they shoot the 3 and miss the 3, they're guaranteed to get the rebound. Good, nice little floater, misses it. Good box out for the first time I've seen a Tunisian player, Methni, box out somebody, and still unfortunate to get the ball back. 8 offensive rebounds just this quarter. That's incredible to Tunisia's 3. And they get a baseline 3-pointer. Love it. Love the energy off the bench. Love the intensity in the rebounding game. They're really starting to overwhelm. And a foul here on the floor. Really starting to just impose their will on Tunisia. That's Ali with the foul. Yep, number 7 has been rewarded with that foul there, all over Michael Rowe. And another foul, back to back, so you have to adjust. If you're a player and the referees are calling very, very quickly fouls, you need to adjust very quickly. See how they're playing the fouls. If it's touchy, make sure your hands are out, use your body, move your feet. And there we have it. I told you need to adjust. That's 3 quick fouls for Egypt. Here's another one. Shahad has to head to the bench. And now Egypt is over the limit. And you see all 5 red lights lit up under their name on the scoreboard. That shows you they are over the limit. And now for this next minute and 39 seconds, Tunisia will go to the free throw line. But they have to capitalize on their free throws. And just sensational basketball from Egypt, really sharing the ball. Anas Mohammed has just had an incredible game this evening, moving his feet, dashing, slicing, long and lean, rebounding the ball. And Michael will take a long 3-point shot, but they get the rebound back. Michael Rowe yet again dancing, gets the inside, nice beautiful pass, and just mishandles it. It's gonna be an easy layup. And there's the turnovers for Egypt, 11. See, It's a 13-point game, and still Tunisia have a chance to stay in this game. 3-point shot goes up, hits back rim, and they rebound. They've got a chance to score and potentially get 2 for 1 with the 3-point, and they do. Here I said there's plenty of time. We're only in the 3rd quarter. It's a 10-point game now with a 3-point shot hit. Egypt will take their time, backdoor, and they get the steal. I told you 2 for 1. Here come Tunisia. Can they finish? No. Lovely block by Mohamed. Of course. Anis has been incredible for Egypt. Anis is a 7-footer, so he is pretty tall, 214 centimeters as Egypt tried to get up that last shot. So he's 27 years old, so incredible career for him, ahead of him. But that is the 3rd quarter in the books. There you have it. Tunisia 45, Egypt 55. 10-point game, and really it feels so much more. Here are the stats. The 3-point line warming up a tiny bit better. 6 from 27 though, and 14 from 16 for Tunisia. Not great shooting night for either teams, but what has been keeping Egypt in this game and a 10-point lead is the rebounds. It's been incredible. Rebound after rebound. We've seen a possession that they have got 4 to 5 rebounds in a row. But here are the best plays of the 3rd quarter. And that man there, no doubt, Mandari has been a big beast. He's rebounded the ball well with Anis and has really just kept the ball alive, giving extra possessions to Egypt. And one of the big reasons why they're up 10 points. And we get to see some of the highlights. Listen, it is the 4th quarter, and there is everything to play for, especially if Michael Rowe is going to shoot the 3-point shot and they can finally get something going. But that was probably the game, the play of the game. Beautiful basketball. But listen, it's only a 10-point game, and sometimes it just starts to heat up at the right moment. So Egypt need to keep hitting the rebounding, both boards, really, on defense and offense, and that was a beautiful block. And just keep being aggressive. Go ahead and scan that QR code in the left-hand corner for courtside 1891 to stream and keep up with all the scores and highlights of this great weekend of qualifier basketball. Well, the 4th and final quarter of action. Tunisia down 10, have the ball and the possession in the corner. Can they score? And look, they turn over the ball. I just think that might be the man of the match for me. And as Mohamed, I just think he's been relentless on both ends. He has 8 points on the offensive end and then 12 rebounds. So he just needs one more bucket, 2 points to have a double-double this evening. 3 seconds on the clock. Does Egypt know? They've got to get the ball up. Good defense from Tunisia. They turn the ball over, and here they come. They move the ball around. Try to go behind the back, but hit Sole in the face. Oh, excuse me. Matt Wole got hit in the face. Or Dula is what's on the back of his jersey. Another 3-point shot. I went in so quickly, I didn't even see it hit the rim. But they're 20 points now for him. Beautiful finish. And Tunisia get the ball on the rim, but good defense. They start to swarm Tunisia. As soon as they get anything at the rim, it's pretty difficult to get past the two twin towers down low between the Egyptian post players. And timeout here. Tunisia want to just have a chat, maybe stop this bleeding, because the momentum is definitely feeling more and more and more towards Egypt. We'll try and listen in to the timeout.
We make already 10 now, okay? On the defense, I told you, Makram, if there's a switch.
Yeah, right? Just focus on our standards. Let's get more active with our hands, deflections, punishing down the other end of the floor. This trip down the floor, we're going to go horns, floppy.
Floppy.
Okay? You know what? You're good? I know. I messed it up last
Spacing
time.
وتايمينج ها؟
Either post, we're not pinning down, we're spacing.
Spacing
We're not
وتايمينج.
going to set this pin down screen, we're just going to space it.
انا ممكن لو جاتني العب مع اي حد فيكم على الكيرف. يلا ماشي يلا 8 دقايق. 1 2 3.
Well, there you have it, timeout, and there was that quick flash. You take one blink, look how quick it went through the rim. And I'm just loving the energy from Egypt on both ends of the floor, playing solid, tough, physical defense. And then on the offensive end, it's really translating from their rebounding and then just getting wide open shot. So Tunisia tried to put on a little bit of a full court press, but Egypt break it very, very easily. Anas Mohammed now with the ball. He's been incredible today. He's been one of my favorites. Here he is, spin move, beautiful finish. Wants the foul, and I absolutely agree. You should have been rewarded with an M1. Tunisia now, can they answer? Omar with the ball. He's got 7 seconds. Guess who's right there? Here's Anas Mohammed with the block, but the referee, I think, is saying the ball was, yes, Mohammed there gets his double-double, excuse me. I'm excited for him. 12 big rebounds, 10 points, and I definitely know he's had a few block shots this evening. So, like I said, he's definitely been the man of the match for me. But anyway, ball's inbound. Tunisia line up a three. Can they hit it? Miss very, very badly. And the rebound for Egypt. They take their time now, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock, running their offensive, at least the offense, very well. But they've got to get the ball up. And they do, but good defense now by Tunisia. 15-point game, just like that, really quick. Can they answer? No, they turn over the ball yet again, and could be, no, just a regular foul. And yeah, I guess he makes a play at the ball. And this was this beautiful spinning move. Kind of had his hand stuck in the defense. Could have been a foul. But Tunisia just starting to the seams come undone, and Egypt starting to break this lead open further and further. They're playing this 2-3 zone, Tunisia, but Egypt's done a really good job breaking it open. And because of that man right there, Anas Mohammed. Lovely, love it. I'm really enjoying his play. Has that nice soft touch around the rim. call a foul. Let's have a look here. Tried to double. He pleads his case, but that is his 4th foul. So he's going to have to make his way to the bench. There's still a lot of time, 6 minutes, 32 seconds. You don't want to pick up your 5th. Can Tunisia answer? They get the pick and roll. Nothing's open. Deny the big man down low, and they've stolen the ball right away. Just the defense by Abdul Halim was right on the money. Took the ball right out of Tunisia's hand and then down on the other end and causing them to foul. Look at this. Ganouni kind of just gets up under him. Tunisia need to figure it out. One tough shot for Egypt, and then they've got to hit the rebounds. And when they look back at this game and they say, where can we improve or what can we do better? They've got a man right under the rim, and he's missed it. But he's got the second chance shot as he flexes his muscles and absolutely love it. Samir Saeed is also showing off his weight room gains. Yeah, like I was saying, when Tunisia look back at this game as it starts to just creep away from them, they'll look at the rebounds and just realize how much they did not hit the boards, did not box out, did not find bodies, and just let Egypt just absolutely dominate and out-physical them on both ends, really, on offense and defense. So Roll there will get a foul as he tries to drive. Having a bit of a struggle at the office today. Seen with his first foul. And Michael Rowe finally gets a shot, just what Tunisia needs because they hadn't scored in a while. Egypt will take their time. Time is their friend. They need to just use the whole shot clock, and instead they use a 3, but why not? Load it up. Saleh has just had a fantastic evening. Look, 23 points for him. Why not shoot the ball, darling, because you are a man of the hour. Also with Anis Mohamed have been really, really good on the offensive end. And Mohamed will also take a seat and probably will finish for the end of today because it's a long, long weekend of basketball. And a good rebound. Yeah, so if Egypt can obviously hold on to this 4 minutes, 45 seconds and get this win, and then, you know, tomorrow we'll have to play Cameroon, which is going to be a tough ask, but the way they have rebounded the ball, pounded it inside, shot. They haven't shot great from the three-point line, but they've rebounded, so it doesn't even matter what your percentage is. And Tunisia lines up a 3. They get an answer also. So this is where you have to be careful here. 4 minutes, 21 seconds is a very, very long time, that, especially if you're willing to live and die by the three-point shot, you can get back into this game very, very quickly. And Egypt has seen enough, so they have called a timeout as their lead is back to 16 points. Let's listen into the timeout.
If you're gonna drive, you go score.
Let's go, Rick. عندهم شو انا شو بلوك
It's not fouling, right? No fouling, no turnover. Take care of the glass. And make the one more pass. We're hanging on to it too long. He's open like all day, and you throw it to the other side. He's wide open. Why are you choosing not to give it to him? Hey, this trip down the floor, we're now going to go horns, down with Gindi.
You've been on zone, huh?
Let's play against the zone.
Okay.
That's fine. They're going to have to come out
Can
of
we
the
show
zone.
one time? Because Gindy's at the foot.
So, give me, throw it to Anis. Gindi, you're coming down. Step up.
أنا هديها لك وخدها
Wow, I love that. I absolutely love that timeout from Roy. Just said, why are we holding the ball? Why aren't we moving it for that better pass? Also, control the boards, don't foul. And then was just, you know, raised his voice at a lovely tempo and pitch and got his point across. And there we see Rohan has made a double-double. Then Roman has played well also. Here comes this full court press into the zone. Coach Roy for Egypt said, hey, let's play horns even if they do play a zone and go into Anis. That's what they were looking for as he posts up down low, but they get a turnover. This is what I was worried about, and a breakaway layup, but decide to pull up, and Michael Rowe rolls that one in. Couldn't help myself. And they nearly get a steal. Tunisia getting a bit of energy here in the last few moments. They cannot relax, Egypt. They have to finish the job. Move the ball, 14-point game, 6. Travel, yes. Shuffled his feet. And yeah, again, look at that. Tunisia gets a turnover, much needed turnover, where Egypt didn't even get a look or a shot at the basket. So good defense by them. The hot hand has been Michael Rowe down here on the offensive end for Tunisia. Here he gets the ball again, looks for the screen. They defend him well. He gets hit in the face. He's asking for the foul. You know, very, very smart play by Omar. Pump fakes, gets the defender off of his feet and then decides to shoot, which is, you know, it's the right idea. Look at this, fakes. Could have been, I don't know, shuffle, but either way, of his feet. But guess what? He goes to the line for 3 free throws. So why this is so big is because the clock has stopped. So the fact that you can put points on the board and time isn't going away is really your friend. But you have to make your free throws if you're going to make one last push at this lead. Takes the second, makes it. And with that free throw, it's a 12-point game. So still, and here's this press. And do they turn him over? No, they get it over. If he just turns around, he has a guy behind him. He had and a jump shot missed very badly, exactly what they wanted. And here come Tunisia. They've managed to defend Egypt. And Michael Rowe, thank you very much. 3-point shot, heating up. And Tunisia pushing very, very well here. Cutting the lead down, back into their 2-3 zone. And they go into Anis, who I feel like has been the hot hand. And they force them to shoot really a contested three-point shot. Get the rebound, and here we go. The last 2 minutes, 9 seconds is going to be an interesting one. Hold on tight, wide open three. Misses. Oof. Say 9-point game, and Egypt freaking out. They've got enough, you know, time. It is their friends, but they can't just rush and shoot contested shots. And there's a foul. And one of the Tunisia players might have a cramp. He's gone down. Yep. That's Omar. Not nice sight to see. A cramp is not very nice. Definitely painful. And referee will ask for a sub. Well, he will be helped off. Hopefully it's just a cramp and nothing more. Probably need to get the hydration and the ice out immediately. But it will be now Egypt's ball. Got enough time to fully use the shot clock, and he's absolutely not listened to me. You had a full shot clock there. You should run it all the way down. It's a 9-point game, but it gets the steal back. And just absolutely take your time. But I think what they're trying to do is score as much as they can, clearly. And they shoot the three again. I don't know if they're trying to, you see, with tournament, like group play, points matter. So you're trying to score as many as you can, because if you end up being that third place team, so there's 2 groups left, right? The top 2 teams in that group can go through, and then the third place team gets that last spot. And the way you get that last spot is either with wins or like an aggregate score. So that's the only thing I can think of why Egypt is feeling the need to shoot the ball, but really wins is what counts the most. So I'm a little bit confused of why they're shooting the ball so quickly in the offense. But either way, timeout. Let's listen in to Tunisia.
Macron follow, and we're gonna play. Okay? Yeah. When we come back, when we are playing zone defense, control the rebound. We have a chance. But on the offense, we have to play transition every time. Yeah. Okay? You can curl also, Mike. When he curls, Macron pop out. Right.
Let's go, guys.
Love that. There we go. I've been calling him Michael, but obviously Mike can curl, as he's saying, and he is the hot hand for Tunisia, who's scored pretty much back-to-back baskets. Came off that screen and shot that three, and then he had a nice little floater. So no doubt he is not afraid of these big moments. So 1 minute 26 seconds left. Can Tunisia make one last push at this 9-point lead? They have the ball here. They get the screen that they want. Exactly what they drew up and executed. Well done, Mike. I love it. Came off the screen, asked for it. And here comes the press. It's a 6-point game, but the clock has not started. If you see, it's still on 24 seconds. It should have started. And probably on 21, yeah, 20, 21 seconds or more, 19, they've said. Really, this fourth quarter Egypt has just kind of fell apart, because the third quarter they were incredible. They scored 20 points and kept Tunisia, I think, to 13, but it was their rebounding. It was just relentless and hit the boards constantly. Anyway, Anis with the ball, hands it off to Solé, who's also had a lovely evening. They double him, they get the ball to this guy, they get a wide open shot in the corner. Can they hit it? No. Big rebound. And Tunisia get it done. But what is not on Tunisia's side is the time. There's now 52.8 seconds to get. That's more than enough time to chip away at this 6-point lead. Referees have told them, settle down. No, it's getting exciting. This fourth quarter has definitely been a lot of action. We've got to get the ball in though. They turn it over. Oh my goodness. Coach Jay Goman is probably upset. Look at that. Steals and out of bounds. Out of bounds. Referee took his sweet time to call it, but he said, oh, we're going this way. But the way, let's have a look, let's have a look. We get to see a replay. The ball, yep, he catches it. Oh, we couldn't see. Maybe he just tiptoed that line. But the big possession before that was Tunisia couldn't get the ball in play, out of bounds, and turns over the ball, doesn't even get the ball over the half and gets a shot. That was probably a big decisive play in this last minute. And the referees are not sure, so they can, under 2 minutes. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, I think he was just clarifying which way they've given the ball. They've given the ball back to Tunisia, which Anis had his foot on the line is what they're saying. So referee was making it clear, okay. And let's have a look. We get the luxury, goes out of bounds, but then there, I don't know if we get a good camera angle of his feet. But here we go, let's have a look. Number 10. Or is it 10 seconds on the clock? Okay, so they've given it back to Egypt. 9 seconds on the clock. Good defense. Tunisia don't want to foul. They do, but they have fouls to give, so that's okay. It's not free throws, but the shot clock will reset from 5 seconds back to 14, so that's not good for Tunisia. They get the turnover, they do. Here we go, Tunisia. Down 6. Got exactly who they want with the ball. Michael Rowe in his spot, he shoots the ball. And a crashing rebound. Don't know who they're going to call it on. Let's have a look. Jawadi is at number 9, or maybe, sadly, I don't want to see him hurt. He has been the man of the match for me. Anis Mohammed. He will be fouled out. Played a tough game. Struggled with fouls all night, really. Sadly, Mandari's evening is over, but there's only 21 seconds left of the game. But Egypt is over the limit with that foul, so Tunisia will go to the free throw line. And back rims it, misses the free throw. Oh, the free throws are oh so crucial in these moments. And he misses on purpose and they tip it in. Perfect play, really. 9 from 16 from the free throw line. Tunisia, 17, have only shot 52%, have left oh so many points on the free throw line. You know, that's what, 8 points that they've missed from the free throw line, and you're down.
Okay.
That's good, very disappointing. Anyway, let's listen in to the timeout.
The first thing is we're gonna deny the passes if we can push them to make. If they are here or if they are there. Okay, if they are there, same thing. You know, we trap with the first pass. The closest player goes without unsportsmanlike foul. Okay, the first thing. But the key will be if we can push them to make 5 seconds. Is a perfect situation. So everybody give 100% to deny his man. Gucci, you defend the big guy. One of the big guy. One of the big guy you defend, and the guard's gonna defend guard.
Well, there you have it. He said, defend the big guy. But like I said, I just think 9 from 17 from the free throw line. You've missed 8 free throws. You're down 4. Whoa, would the game be oh so different? And also maybe that crucial turnover with under that minute when they were out of bounds right in front of their bench. Tunisia turn over the ball and Egypt get that ball back. I think also was an incredible moment in the last dying seconds. But boy, Tunisia have made this very difficult for Egypt to win this game. But it's not over. There's 20 seconds, 0.3 on the clock. Let's see what Egypt have. They're doing well. They tried to defend it. They're gonna go trap. And they call a foul. So Tunisia now is over the limit. So Egypt will go to the free throw line. There we see the foul. Egypt is 9 from 15, so they're 60%. They're shooting much, much better than Tunisia. Make that 10 from 16. And beautiful ice in the veins. Well needed. And he's had a lovely game. Abdul Halim heads to the bench. Michael Rowe is going to get the screen. Looks, doesn't get the shot that he wants. Shoots the 3 and they make it. So, and a foul. And Roman with that 3-point shot. So it's a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this is what happens in basketball. You can think that you're up, you know, 15, 16 points. There was 3 minutes left and Tunisia just turned up the heat and really started to put some pressure on Egypt. Egypt started to turn over the ball, not rebounding as well as they did in the third. You know, really started to hit their 3-point shots. Also Tunisia, which they didn't in pretty much most of the game. And here they are hitting that 3. And they're down 3. There's plenty of time still left to potentially, if they miss a free throw and get a rebound. So yeah, 6.9 seconds. Official review. Let's have a look what they may be looking at. Well, it was definitely a three-point shot. I think what they're trying to see is what time the ball went through the net and what time the clock should have stopped. So they are allowed to review that. So they got the ball in bounds. Let's have a look. They got the ball in bounds and then a foul happened. So it's definitely a three-point shot. We know that from that angle. It's gone in at 8.2. Lovely. Keep pressing play, Mr. Referee. We want to see. And they've gone with 8.9. And Egypt would like a timeout. 8.1, excuse me, is on the clock. There's a little bit of confusion here. Coach Roy is saying, I didn't call a timeout. And he said, I didn't ask for it. And that's why he's pretty upset with that. He called a timeout obviously earlier and then went to the table and said, I didn't want it. And they haven't probably entered that information. So anyway, let's listen in and see what he has to say.
So again, we're advancing it. Give me the ball.
Is it not a foul?
No foul. No foul. So they got to come and foul us now. Okay. So
You're taking it from there or here?
Anas, you inbound the ball. Anas. Gindi. Safe. Dula. So Gindi, you're out. Ehab, you're coming. Safe, you're screening. Dula into the corner. You're flash. You got to go.
لو احنا فقدنا الكوره خلاص ما خدناش تيرن اوفر فاول بس على الكوره مش اتنشن اسالوا مين واخد الكوره انا ولا يلا بينا
Well, some last-minute chat. That timeout probably going a little bit too long. And it went so long, the referee has called a technical foul. And so that means, wow, this is getting interesting, isn't it? Because they took so long in the timeout. Andres from Latvia has called a technical. Tunisia gets a free throw, shot the free throw, made it, and now we go into Anis will take the ball out for Egypt with 8.1 seconds. They get the ball in and they try and foul. You better be careful, because if you don't make a play at the ball, that could be... No, he's called it a regular foul, okay. It's a 2-point game. Wow. These free throws are going to be so crucial now. Abdul Halim is at the free throw line as he just stretches, maybe overthinking it a bit too much, or is staying relaxed and moving. Let's have a look. Is he clutch? Is the lefty clutch? Yes, he is. He rattles the first in. And they call him Gandhi on the back of his shirt. He's absolutely done it. He's hit the second. Still a lot of time. Michael Rowe with the ball. What does he do? Good defense. And they're asking for off of his. Nerve-wracking moments here. 1.5 seconds. I'm going to double Michael Rowe. And Egypt have done it. Made it very interesting for us all the way down to the wire. and wonderful scenes here. And with this win, puts them in a lovely, lovely position. Anyway, final score, ladies and gentlemen, after a long, long minute. Tunisia 67, Egypt 71. And with this win, I told you Egypt is sitting in second place in this group, and this really puts them in great position and stamp their ticket to either Japan, Indonesia, or Philippines. There is the stats. They started to shoot much, much better, but still 24% from the three. Free throws really came down, 56% for Tunisia. The rebounding game, 50 massive rebounds for Egypt, 32, and then the turnovers, 18 for Egypt and 15 for Tunisia, and then the assists. Top scorers here was absolutely incredible. Soleh, number 4 for Egypt, was amazing, 23 points. And then Anis Mohamed, number 10 for Egypt, I just thought was really the man of the match. Did it on both ends of the floor, really played great defense, rebounded. But with this victory, Egypt makes their way and has punched their ticket to the World Cup. And here are your final best plays of this game, because boy, oh boy, it came down to the last second and free throws, and even so much so that there was a timeout too long for Coach Roy that he got a technical foul. So we can finally breathe, because that was exciting. Never ever count out a team down. They were 16, I think the biggest lead was, just started to chip away at it slowly, and it was all Michael Rowe who just got the three-point shots going. But the inside game for Egypt was lovely. The big men flexed their muscles, got rebounds, and dunked the ball, got blocks. Ooh. And there is one of them. Anis Mohamed, for me, was the man of the match. I just felt like he played both sides, offensively and defensively, blocked shots, rocked the rim at one point, slapped the backboard, and Egypt's energy was incredible in the third. I just felt like the third quarter really won them the game, because the fourth, they just started to fall apart and let Tunisia come back into the game. So if I'm Egypt and I'm looking forward now, we've made ourselves and we've got our ticket to the World Cup, where can we improve? It is finish and getting to the finish line well and proper, and not letting that lead slip away. So Egypt definitely flexed their muscles, ladies and gentlemen. They showed who is boss. They figured it out to the end. They shot the ball pretty well in the fourth quarter, struggled all game, but didn't stop Michael Rowe, who made a great comeback for Tunisia in the fourth quarter. I can finally catch my breath and just enjoy these highlights, because it was a thriller. I was not expecting that. I definitely thought Egypt had it in the bag. But Tunisia, congratulations to them, because they definitely played a hard-fought game. Here we go. Game day 10, Group F, South Sudan at the top, and then Egypt there, look, who are 8-2. So South Sudan has their ticket, and Egypt, and then I think there's a lot to play for. Whoa, here we go. Thank you very much. Road to the World Cup. So Cape Verde, South Sudan and Egypt, and so there is only 2 more tickets to be punched in the African part of the World Cup, and there you get to see across the board who has stamped their ticket. Obviously Japan and Philippines are hosting, so they will be automatically in. So there is 18, 19 teams now, a fair few teams in. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely evening.